Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. How are you all? It's always great to be here doing our podcast, to be here commenting and talking with you all about the news that come into our next expansion. And of course, if you would like to share the content, call your friends, call your good mates before we start, because we have a lot to talk about what is coming on the next update. Also, before we actually start our podcast, I'd like to introduce my companions today, the SM Nato.
Hey guys, how are you all? I hope you are doing fine. Here we are again in another podcast. This one, it's a very special one, so stay tuned and share the live stream with your friends and guildmates. I hope to see you all today.
Nice. Also, we have here with us the SM Doctor,
Hello guys, welcome.
and also we also have a special guest today. I think it's quite long time he have been with us, and it's Nano. Be welcome.
You guys, it's a pleasure to be here. It's been quite a long time since I don't participate in this podcast. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's see what this podcast brings to us.
Also, we have some viewers here on the Purple platform, Blocador de Cobra. Also, we have Georgie. Here on the YouTube, we have also Vladimir, Thiago, Otavio, and also Digão. Be welcome, guys. Feel free to comment, leave your suggestions, talk about what you guys think about what this topic is we are going to. So be welcome. Invite once again, invite your friends, call your good mates, make everyone who like to know the news that coming, so we can go start our podcast. Okay. Now that we have introduced ourselves, while I'm talking here, our SM doctor is going to open the camera mode. Guys, this is a very cool system that always bring great moments from the players playing at Kakele. And for those who don't know, the camera mode is a system where only the SCMs have access to view the players' cameras during our lives or on our podcast. We show the players in action. So whatever is hunting on the new location, farming some gold in like common places of hunting grounds, maybe forming a team to go on a boss or a complex quest, and of course, as well, you having chance to take part. It's quite simple. The player selected by the camera mode will also receiving some reputation coins. But beware, if you are selected for camera mode and you are just standing around doing nothing in the game, we will select the next players so that they can have also a chance to participate. And speaking about that, it's very simple. To participate, to have a chance on it, just go to your account settings while logged in, and search for allow to be broadcasted, and you will have a chance of taking part. As I said before, you will need to do something for at least 10 minutes. So if you are just sitting at a bank or at home, you want to receive those reputation coins now. Don't forget to at least do some activity. Can be any kind of events, can be any kind of content. We always want to see the players in action. We already have some many different cases between our podcasts in which we saw uh, different contents like PvP, entire guild dying by a quest, or someone fighting on one versus one. And also, if you are a new player just arriving on Kakao, we highly recommend that you watch our camera mode when we are doing our live streams, because that way you can learn a lot of things. For example, like I said before, we saw some cases like PvP, or we have usually people doing some hunting grounds you guys never have been to, quests you guys never have know or doesn't have the necessary level until do them, and much more. So if you want to appear here while we do our podcast, leave your nickname in the comments so we can see and put you guys in action here during our podcast. Okay. Seeing here, we already have one. I think it's Chelsky. is on the screen. Be welcome, Chusky. We hope to do a cool hunt. Okay. Also, we have new viewers here on the Purple platform. Welcome, Marcel Zera. Feel free to ask something if you want, if you have some doubts. Also, here on YouTube, it's okay. Okay, guys. Now that we have commented about our camera mode, one thing I'd like to comment, and it's a unmissable offer for players who would like to complete the bestiary. It's for the entire month of March. The bestiary boost will be 60% off. So if you are someone who likes to complete all the creatures in bestiary, want to make some mobs that are more stronger without this boost, and still enjoy the help that this boost provides, this is a great time to complete many of those creatures. Remember that, as you can see, over the month, we always are bringing new discounts to our store. Last month was, if I remember well, the pet name change. Also, in this month, we are running a bestiary promotion. And so for on the next few months, it could be some promotion for add-ons or a nickname change promotion, like everything that we used to have on our web shop on Kakao. You guys can see the possibility to have discounts. So we hope you guys can take some advantage of this promotion, as these help to soften a little bit more when it comes to customizing your character, or even that you guys are looking for make your character stronger or more complete. The bestiary is a quite different system that we have implemented, and we have saw many players enjoying this kind of system, in which they have one more reason to like do all the content that we have in the game, completing all possible areas, discovering something new they never have paid attention before, because we know usually we have some players that like to just grind but in the other side we also have some players that likes to enjoy the content that we bring, reading the history, reading the books, and also this applies to the bestiary. So we hope you guys enjoy this promotion and take a good effort for your progress on the bestiary. All right, going ahead for our next message. Even taking the opportunity to mention this promotion, if you want to know about all the new features coming to Kakel in the next expansion, as well receiving notifications about everything that's going on, I'd like to invite you all guys to check out our social medias. For those who don't follow us yet, we have on page on almost every social media available, like Facebook, TikTok, Discord, Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, also here on the Purple platform. We also have some few other channels that we are still testing for our type of public. So I think you guys will soon see new social medias that are coming from Kakali as well. Because we know that as new social medias emerge, we can expand the KKLs, which reach way more, and always trying to bring in new players, more content. Not least because that one of our SCMs, in this case Lefer, has been transferred to our market department, so that he can be totally focused on this. For sure, he doesn't leave the community at all. He's still with us, but he will give more a focus on our marketing around the Kakel. And his aim is to help us to bring you guys more kind of content, different things. Like we already have different types of posts around our social medias, even for like information, notifications, expansions itself, or even like some cool things like memes. that you guys always interact with us, share with your friends, and for you all to follow. If you want to also to give us your opinion aside just following us on our social medias, I would like to suggest you guys that you guys can use our Discord forum. This is where you guys can give all your opinions and comments on the aspects of Kakel, so that we can always be collecting all your feedback. We know that sometimes there are a lot of topics and there end up not, we are not so being able to answer them all, but please let I want to let you guys know that we read everything you guys send us, and we take this to our meeting on us as SAMs, so we can discuss these possibilities. Older players also know that many of the suggestions that you guys gave us already have been implemented, but it's always good to remember that not all will be implemented, but we are always analyzing and looking for what new features that we can bring based on your suggestions. I think Nano is a person who follow up a lot the comments from the players, and I prove myself because I have
Yeah,
saw many different things that in the last years wasn't like almost impossible, and they came in reality. Like I have one big example for that, that is the mounts. No, no. What do you think about this importance of expressing your opinion regarding the Kakele on the forum?
yeah. Going into retrospective from the last year or maybe I don't know, 2 years ago, being able to answer or respond or interact with players inside the forum uh, was a possibility it's in itself, because we didn't have that many uh, people interacting within the forum. As of now, we have doubled or tripled the amount of players that can and are able to express themselves, or say, mention something that is it's quite of an importance to us regarding certain specific topics. uh, but yeah, it's a hard task uh, nowadays to attain those guys or every person creating a topic, although we do read every topic and every suggestion. We might not reply or answer your suggestion within the same day or within the same week, but we do pass the idea along with the team so we can discuss it further. Some of the ideas that are being implemented were already discussed in the forum, being 1 year ago or months ago. But rest assured, we do listen and we do read every suggestion, every topic, every discussion that you guys create in the forum. Uh, and who knows, maybe one day, maybe the next year, you will see your idea being implemented in the game, which is a high possibility if it is on in our interest. And yeah, don't hesitate to express yourself in the forum, which is the only place that we can really pay attention to your comments and your opinions. Uh, eh, Unlike any other social media platform that we have, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's it is very important.
yeah. As Nano said, the Discord forum is quite important because there we can directly see your suggestions and comments, even if we doesn't answer them all. But we have some filters around it in which we can understand more what the players are thinking, what they are have felt about the changes, and it's really important because some of the major things that is coming on this expansion is based on many of the comments that you guys have made. So we have opened some topics. Also, Bruno have made it. Me, Lefeur, everyone is creating some topics about some important changes and new things that are coming. As for example, the global wars in which we heard all the suggestions that you guys gave, even if it is small or if large text, doesn't matter. We read them all. And like Nano said, rest assured because every week we must pass, how can I say, like a document or even create topics on our personal meetings to discuss what you guys think on the suggestions that you guys gave us. So this is quite important since we have like many ways in how we can interact with the others. And you guys stay tuned about all the news. Also, the here on YouTube, Piotr. Hi guys, just quick action. Quick action. Do you think? Do you have any plan to get some more new players? Well, Pio, this is one of, if I'm not wrong, one of our main goals that we have in game. Since we for sure we love our players that we have like for many years, but the intention for Kakel is to make the game grow in like even not only in numbers, but yeah, for numbers, like in servers, in more qualified people to join the team for, I don't know, maybe in the future be able to develop more things in between the expansions, since we have started from a small number with only one server, and today we have like around 10 servers if I remember, and many players log with directly login, and our aim is always keep this number growing, since the new players have their importance too. We are always working in every aspect on the game to bring more players, to maintain the players that we already have. We know not 100% will stay always. We know that people come and go, but our goal successfully is being bringing new players, bringing new content, is make everything that you guys are used to see that, but in a larger scale. So this includes social medias, new types of contents, new types of way of interaction with the players. When it means about Kakels or what our aim is on everything, and for sure on the players too. All right. Okay, guys, let's go to our next topic. Another very important thing that I would like to mention, as I know you guys how much you guys like about this, is about our drop campaigns on the Purple platform. Sadly, I cannot say the right name because the YouTube doesn't likes, but currently every new month we are always making new drops available for you all to collect. And all you need to do is watch 15 hours of live to collect all those drops. However, this will be changing a bit for now. Initially, we'll be changing our campaign duration to 15 days. So, in other words, in the month of March, we plan to bring you guys two drop campaigns. Bringing use the campaigns as you guys normally see, along with the trophies, but more often. And of course, as this is an initial test, we can either return to the 30 days frame rate, but there are also a chance to in the future we'll drop those campaigns for every 7 days, like for 1 week. But now, since we are testing this different thing on those drops, at the beginning we will be still changing only for 15 days in the beginning. Also, we are doing this with the intention of not only bringing more people to Kakel, like people have asked, but also in a way of helping our content creators because we know that helps them a lot in terms of review and their work. And also, you guys can have more access to content, like different things to see, have more for sure rewards that you guys can collect. So it's quite good that we are testing. We want that you guys enjoy this since it was one of the things most popular things that I have saw you guys enjoy it. So we are doing this small change, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right. Here we have also Victor Hugo. Hugo, welcome. If you have some question, if you have some doubts, feel free to ask us. Okay. Hello, Gustafi. Also, hello, BK Fenry. Guys, sorry, this English, this podcast is in English. We usually have one podcast for each language, one for the Portuguese, one for the English, and one for the Spanish. So this time is going to be in English, but if you guys understand a little bit on English, you want to ask something, feel free. Don't be ashamed. Don't be worried about it. We always want to interact with them all without exception, okay? Guys, now that we have talked about the social medias, also our new type of campaigns on the Purple platform regarding the drops, I'd like to talk about something that is always important to mention and that helps us a lot. It's our Patreon system. For those who are recently started following Kakel, inside Kakel, in the Kakel, we have the Patreon system where players who love the game and want to directly support the Kakel's development can become patrons and receive exclusive rewards. Actually, we have two levels in the system, the Patron Gold and the Patron Bronze. The Patron Bronze will receive some rewards such as access to an exclusive channel on our Discord with a special role. You guys can see the different tag around close to your nickname, also a different color. Also, in this chat, you guys can chat with the older patron and members of our team, like the SM Nato, the SM Nano, or the others SMs. Also, you guys will receive some the early access to our test server. Suggest the ideas and provide feedback on the game directly on this channel. Plus, if you are a collector, after being patron bronze for 3 months, you will also receive an exclusive Kakel's mug. This collector's mug has exclusive artwork and is updated regularly over time. And for those who want to know more about the benefits of being a Patreon Gold member, the Patreon Gold member will receive all the rewards as the bronze level get, plus some additional gifts. In the Patreon Gold, not only do you guys get the access to the test server and an exclusive Discord role too, with a different tag and also with a different name from the bronze one. They will receive some Kakele coins as reward, premium time, and an exclusive decorative item after 6 months, where you guys can request any item that you guys like. Remembering that this decorative item is purely cosmetic and does not affect the gameplay in any way. In addition, Patreon Gold members will receive an exclusive in-game outfit after 12 months of support. I think you guys have saw already the chromatic golden dragon, so that one. And in addition to the mug, the gold patrons will also receive an exclusive collector's t-shirt, which changes the theme for each new version, which at this moment, if I remember well, is the Saint Marty or last expansion. So, if you want to get closer to Kakel, know some details first, be in the know about everything that is to come, as well receive incredible rewards, be sure to check out our official Patreon page. So in that way, you guys can be more closer with us, and also be you guys will be helping us directly. So once again, I would like to thanks to every patron, even if you are bronze or gold, You guys have a great value to us since you guys always are participating, giving some feedbacks, giving some ideas. You guys are amazing. So once again, thank you for your support. All right.
All
Um,
right.
I'm reading the comments. Gustafi, you speak English and Portuguese and Spanish. Easy. I want to know how to activate the drops on the Twitch by cell phone. You mean watching the Twitch and cleaning, or doing live stream by our partner system? I quite do not understand very well. Okay, guys, let's drink a small bit of water because today we have a lot of topics to comment, and we are still in the beginning, if you guys can imagine.
It's only the very thin layer of the beginning.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk. So let's keep going. Guys, now that we have passed on another of our messages, I'd like to comment just a little about this one because this was a request from the community, and after we on the team have analyzed it and think a lot on this, we have decided to implement some changes regarding the Golden Dragon items. What those changes are, sadly, we won't talk about them yet because it's still a little bit too early. But there are a few specific points that we have decided to tweak. Like right now, we just want you guys let know that we have seen that there are some Golden Dragon items in which they are already difficult to obtain. But what are those changes? Which items we are going to change? One thing I can say to you guys isn't a nerf. We aren't doing some nerf. We are just adjusting because we know that some of the items on from the Golden Dragons set wasn't too like fitted, well fitted from the power and the difficulty they have. So also we are going to give you more details first on our next podcast. So also these changes you guys can see when you guys enter on the test server, check the status of yourself. I'm pretty sure that many of you guys will like it and enjoy the changes that we bring it to these items, but sadly, I just cannot spoil more than this. So this is like just more a reminder that we haven't forget about the Golden Dragon items. We are always watching and looking to make every set, every item in the game fit his purpose. And if necessary, we always are going to bring some changes. Okay? And also, just to remember, this was one great feedback that we received from the community. So, without all your suggestions and comments, wouldn't be possible to understand better how you guys have felt about using those items, like combining your new types of sets. Some you guys know every aspect of like creating a character with the right set is quite important. So be alert because in the next podcast we are going to talk more freely regarding this topic. All right, Nato, do you want to talk a bit about some new features that is coming to Kakele?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Zion. And guys, I hope you are all prepared because from now on we are going to talk a lot about news. And to start with this topic, I would like to ask to all of you if you guys are very excited for this new expansion. I would like to comment on something new that comes with every expansion that we do on Kakele, which is the pets. And as you know, The pets that are our companions, either on a solo hunt or a group hunt, they are always present and they make a big difference on the gameplay. This system is that the players likes a lot, and with each expansion, we always bring something new to them. And of course, speaking of new, in this expansion, we will have new pets. And not just one, but three new pets. And I think SM Doctor will be showing you all
Yeah,
spoilers in the
he's
meantime.
doing. Yeah, he's showing already. Uh,
And as you can see,
uh, just wait a bit because the purple platform is receiving ad, but soon they will see. But on
oh,
YouTube,
okay.
you guys can check. But that's
Can
okay.
I?
Yeah,
Oh, of course. And guys, as you can see, each patch is very distinctive and inspired by Soterra's new content. And in addition to this version, they also have an evolved version, which is better. And however, we're still going to keep its appearance a mystery. But there's one thing that I can tell you on very easily. It's that these pets will be very useful in certain situations within Kakao. Of the new three, one of the ones I've tested and I like the most so far was the Scorpion pet, but all the three pets have really good abilities. But I have to confess that in terms of appearance, of graphics, the Scarab is one of the ones that caught my attention and my eyes the most. So be sure to check out the new pets because they can be really useful in everyday's life within the game.
yeah. Also, I have tested the new pets as well. Actually, we won't show you guys the evolved version. We are going to make a mystery around that until you guys can check the test server or our next podcast. But like Nato said, the three pets are quite useful. I cannot say which skills they will be bringing, but I think they for sure will be one of the most favorite pets that players will going to use because they have quite unique abilities. They have quite unique uh, different types of gameplay, and also their evolved version is really nice. Not only by their skills, but for sure by their appearance. Like Nato said, the Scarab got my eyes because they shine a lot on his new evolved version.
It
So
shines, it shines.
we expect that you guys enjoy a lot on the new pets and tell us about you guys think. Remembering that we have bring a new type of system in which the pets can have their life and they be part of the gameplay from the players. Even if you are solo or group, they can help you and assist you in harsh situations from like getting boxed for creatures or tank different boss. Those pets make a quite difference, and we know that you guys like a lot, and without them, wouldn't be possible to make some contents like the magic owns do by debuffing the targets. It's quite important. So we hope that you guys enjoy a lot and use a lot those pets and tell us your feedback about it. Nato, the
Another
next top,
one.
the
Another
next
one.
topic is quite. Be careful with this one because the players love about chasing this one, but
All right.
they almost doesn't know nothing. But go ahead.
I will try to not step on exploding mines here. But guys, now leaving the pets aside for a moment and moving on to our next subject on this topic, we're going to enter a mysterious area of Kakel, and in which, as many of you know, there is a certain boss hidden in the depths of the Dark Continent. And this boss, only a few players have managed to see. And however, no one has yet figured out how to enter its lair and face the creature. This boss is mentioning, for those who don't know, it's Don Aranha. And this boss has been around for a long time in Kakele and has always brought up many theories on the community about its strength, and that in fact we have never given many details about. However, once again, analyzing its lore and quests, we've decided to make it a little easier for players to follow this quest. Remembering that as much as in the lore and the continent's more accessible, it doesn't mean that its strength and has changed and that it can be defeated easily. However, as it's a more difficult quest compared to those who we have around Kakao on these days. We decided to make some clues more prominent, and in addition, we've also remodeled the Donaranha to bring it closer to current standards. So, meanwhile, Doctor will be showing you all the new version of the Donaranha, and I hope you guys are seeing right now.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome. And just for comparison, it's the same size as Kakelen. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It's very big. But don't be fooled. The old version of the Naranja will still be around, being her children. And yeah, their spawns. And what's more, something that has always been hidden, and many of you may wonder about. It's about her loot. As much as players have never had visual access to it, but Danaranha has her own set in order to make it more interesting and attractive for you to discover and maybe try to drop one of them. So good
Yeah,
luck.
yeah, exactly. Dona Aranha was mysterious content that we have quite a long time ago, from even with comes when the Dark Continent expansions has arrived, and since it was a difficult quest, uh, thinking in how we can make this more attractive to the players and more how can I say possible to complete it, we decided to make those things a little bit more easier to you guys find out their proofs or their tips around the quest, and also we have applied some new rework on the Danaranha appearance, in which you guys know the old one already brings me scare, but the new version is even bigger, even like intimidating. I think it is the right
Creepier.
word. Yeah. So from all the bosses that we have, Kakao, now you guys can see the new version of the Dona, remembering that she's not going to be alone. She has his old versions around his children's, so do not expect like easy challenge, or like it's quite easy to kill them and do this, because we want to bring a challenging content, and with some changes that we have implemented, bring it between the expansions. We have made this decision in like softening this quest a bit, to being able to the players see what's going on, how can you guys can go to their lair, try to test their strength. And also, like Nato said, we also have the entire set from the Donaranha. I think Nano, I don't know if Nano was involved on creating the Donaranha, but I think he can speak a bit around the Donaranha.
No, I mean, I wasn't involved directly in that content. I, to be honest, I didn't take part in anything about Donna or any, part of its lore. But as you know, as a mystery in itself, we all of the team we didn't know anything much more than you guys do. So yeah, I mean, the craziest part about it is that it remained a mystery for a long time. And since we didn't have that much uh, dedication from the players to find out, I mean, there was kind of there was you know some dedication from the players to
Mhm.
find out more about the Don Araña's location or the whereabouts of its location. But apart from that, we didn't have that much feedback from it because there weren't that many incentives to find out where she was or what the drops were. Uh, but now we have, and that's a very uh, how could I say it, incentive in a way.
Yeah, I think this will brings more the attention to the players on some mysteries that
Yeah.
we commonly have on Kakel. Like we already have some hard challenges on completing some quests, like the Ice King, Krakelin recently.
Mhm,
Also, we have the boss from the Colossus from Cyclops, and
mhm.
we are always trying to bring this contents to be more attractive, and for sure in different ways, not only the same thing, like not speaking, but like you go to a lever, pull the lever, you go to the boss, kill the boss, and next one. We doesn't want
Yeah.
that kind of thing. We, since this is the Kakel is a MMORPG, we uh focus a lot on this aspect of roleplay. But for sure, since we release some content and it's quite difficult, or we know the players are not so interested on doing them, for sure, gathering the reasons and thinking the possibilities to make those quests available to be solvable. But we want a lot that you guys go ahead, check around. We know that you guys love dark content for leveling. For sure, I think you guys will soon figure out some changes, some, I don't know, hints around the Naranja. And good luck on it. Also,
Yeah.
that's what we expect.
Yeah, the good part about developing a game is that you are able to create certain dynamics when it comes to creating content. For example, in bosses, we also take in consideration certain aspects to make it more appealing or differentiate those bosses from one to another. For example, uh, there was a time where we implemented a boss that was easy to find out where he was or where it was, but its difficulty you know was high,
Mhm.
high. It was dangerous. Where when when the time passes, we reflect about it and we think about what the next dynamic of the boss will be. We consider other aspects as what if we make this new boss unreachable in a way that it is hard for players to find out where it is, or maybe it's difficulty where when you find it and you get to challenge the boss, it's hard to kill, or maybe easier than the other bosses that are easy to find out. So these are the 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 things that we consider when we implement a boss out of the many that are in the list. So if you see for example a boss that is hard to find, that's why, because we want to make some bosses as a mystery, maybe uh, maybe even more stronger than other bosses as well. uh, but it adds a special commitment from the player and from the game to unveil those mysteries, right?
Mhm.
And when it comes to solving those mysteries, killing those bosses that are considered uh, a legend in the role, a mystery in the role, it adds also a spice of uh, personal,
accomplishment when you
yeah,
complete
personal,
something.
yeah, exactly, personal succeed, uh,
Mhm.
and that's one of the reasons uh, that games do that in essence.
Yeah, that's right. So, guys, those who like to do mysteries on Kakao, those who like to try different challenges, we once again, how can I say, challenge you all to check around on Dona Aranha. I think you guys will enjoy once you guys start to discover their mystery. But we expect to see you all challenging and doing something wrong, something different. Regarding the Dona Aranha is a different type of content that you guys are used to be. Like I can say similar, not the same difficult, but just to mention like the Ice King was and or the now the Goranon is such a challenge. We expect you guys can discover and share with us how you guys felt, how you guys think about doing the quest, challenging the boss, about the items. So there are lots to talk about on the next upcoming months regarding the mysteries. Nato, I guess you'd like to talk about our next topic, Gamescom.
Yes, and it's one that I am very, very excited to talk about because it's something that I really love to take part, which is face-to-face events. And for this time, we have Gamescom. And this event, for those of you who don't know, it's Gamescom Latam, and this is one of the biggest gaming events on the world. It's being held here in Brazil, in the city of São Paulo, and it will be taking place between 2060 to the 30th of June. And this event, Gamescom, is a new formulation of the old event called Big Festival or BIG Festival, at which we presented Cacau last year. It has now become Gamescom Latam. So that this event has now become one of the biggest in the gaming world, which is very good because we have contact with new players and gamers who can meet us and talk to us and find out a bit more about our game, about Cacau. And we know that because of the event takes place here in Brazil, many of you won't be able to make it to here. However, we'll be bringing you lots of news about the event via our social medias, and which is also a great way to participate and find out what's going on. Of course, with future possibilities, we want to hold events in other places around the world. But however, our team is almost entirely Brazilian, and it takes a lot of bureaucracy for us to be able to visit these events. Of course, our team is entirely from the South America, to be honest. However, be sure to keep up with us and follow all the news, and everyone and anyone who can be there to pay us a visit, it will be very welcome. And of course, if you are here in Brazil, or if you are one of our Brazilian players, please uh, k- please go to Gamescom. We want to see you all. We want to talk to you.
Yeah,
We're gonna hug you.
yeah, a lot of hugs. Yeah, guys, like Natsu said, Kakalo is always trying to be present in the gaming universe that we know that is quite large. And once again, we are going to participate on one face-to-face events in which is Gamescom Latam. So if you are by here, if you are Brazilian, have the possibility to visit us, go ahead. We will, like Nana said, hug you, talk about the cacao. You guys will know a little bit more about the SCMs since I think the almost entire team will be present. So go there if you can, and if you guys live far away, don't worry. I guess it's more question of time. Someday Kakel will be present in more different events on face to face around the world. So I don't know. Today we can be on the here on Latin, Brazil, maybe in the future on the um, the Europe or North America. This It's only depending on how Kakele grows and a little bit of time until we reach these goals. All right. Some comments here. A4 Reno. I have a question for update like that. We get treasure chests like underwater. It's really good feature, and I think players have more ways to come back. Uh, those tests on the water was indeed a good thing that we have saw the players enjoyed. But I cannot promise the same thing for different like for other contents since we are always looking for different aspects and different things to do inside Kakel. So I'm not sure if you can be bringing new types of chests like that, but we have for sure possibilities to bring something different from what you guys are always expecting. So this way, we also we can like make you guys enjoy, have more reasons to do those contents, see the differences, and you guys know enjoy the game. And speaking about enjoying the game, now that we have talked a bit about our next event that we'll be at, I'd like to know how are the hype for the global wars? As you guys know, this is a system that has been much requested by the community and which aims to bring a new experience to people who like to play PvP, in which once a week the servers will be at war, bringing the possibility that you guys can take the global fortress fighting against other servers. Of course, if you are a player on an external server and you go to the war server, you will have some limitations when it comes to certain things. For example, upon entering the war server, players will receive a yellow swords icon like the Conqueror one, so that these swords will work in the same way as the Conqueror, make it possible for players on the server hosting the war to attack these invaders by simply opening the schools against them. The same applies for the like if you are on the PvE, the players invading your server, the server cannot attack you. But if once you guys open the school, being from the like optional PvP server, you will have the chance to be attacked as well. And the PvP is normal like always was. Uh, this also gives the opportunity to possibility to the players on the server defend themselves, attack the others in open fields, cities, bosses, hunting grounds, every aspect and every place in the game. And also, in addition, players who invaded the war server will not be able to drop items on the ground. Like you have looted something and want to drop this item on the floor, wouldn't be possible. Uh, Trading with the other players, buy houses, among other small details that you guys can check on our Discord forum, in which we have posted a document there explaining how we intend to bring this feature on Kakel in the next expansion. Remembering that the players invading the war server and dies outside the global event, they will lose all their loot, and this loot will also be deleted. So if you are invading and has died, you will delete your loot automatically. It's also remembering that if you are at the server from your server has been victorious from the global event, the global war, he will be receiving a random boost on his home server for some hours. So all those who vote and one can enjoy this boost. It's also important to remember also to that we have taken precautions and applied some adjustments to be balancing the vocations so that the fighting the PvP is more balanced and offers chances for all vocations to use their maximum power. So be sure to check it out, test as much you guys can when releasing the test server, and for sure bring us the feedback that you guys have, what you guys have think, and also how we can make this system even better. Because when the test server comes out, it will be the best time for us to apply new adjustments and corrections before we can launch our expansion. So don't miss this opportunity since it's a quite different content, well awaited, long awaited for the players who always liked and enjoyed the PvP part. This is a different feature that is coming up, and we expect that you guys enjoy. Can make different types of wars with these new possibilities. For sure, if you doesn't want to participate in on these wars, you doesn't need to properly go to the global war or open your skill. You don't need to do that. You can always play as you played normally. So we expect you guys enjoy and test a lot. So in which way we can improve the system. All right, Nato, expansion is
All
coming.
right. The expansion's coming, guys. And now, as you know, our expansion is getting closer and closer every day that passes by. But just to mention, we already we are already planning a date for it to be released. Initially, we plan to bring it out around April. The what's the number? Sorry, I
15,
forgot the number.
day 15,
April
around that.
15th. And bearing in mind that it may take a little longer because all of the tests, corrections, and adjustments will need to apply during the test server phase, but we are already looking forward to launch it as soon as possible. So stay tuned.
Yeah, all right, guys. Also we have going to have our test server in the next upcoming weeks. We will announce the proper days to you all, so you guys have access. I don't know, doesn't remember well, but the gold patrons start in I think in 1 week. I'm not sure. Nano, do you remember the dates? It's really
Nah, bro,
soon.
I don't have the dates with me, but it'll it is around that those dates.
Yeah. So stay tuned since we are going to announce on our social medias, Discord, Facebook, Instagram. Check our social medias in that way you guys can check the test server, download properly, test it, and for sure give us feedback about what you guys have think. We have
Yes.
many new changes, many new things, and we wish to hear you all. Nato, uh,
Again,
go ahead.
now that we have given this announcement about our next expansion, I would like to talk about a very cool new feature that we will be finding in the next expansion. And guys, it's very incredible. We know that you're usually used to the fact that that when the new content release it and we enter Kakao, there is always a thematic background related to this new content, which brings some references, Easter eggs, and other things. And however, in this expansion, in addition to a completely new background themed to Soterra's content, it will also have an animation. In other words, every time you log into Kakao and the menu appears, you will be able to see and watch these animations. This was a major update in this sense, given that we are concerned that the simplest cell phones and computers should be able to run Kakao without causing any problems. So this was a big step forward in this sense, where our SCM Muttley worked so hard to make it a reality. So shout out to Muttley. I
Yeah.
want some claps for him, and also bringing a greater immersion on into Kakao from the moment you open the game. And personally, I confess that this was a major challenge in this sense because of some limitations and difficulties, and we had already intended to bring in before, but it was only possible right now. However, I would like to invite you all to take a look and let us know what you think. As always, there are some hidden references out there. And the artwork itself, it's very beautiful and colorful.
Yeah.
Of course, it will get better, and it's getting better with each expansion that it's coming to the game.
Yeah, one thing that I must confess that I always get impressed is how the game art development has been growing up in quality, in details, like in the art itself, from the sprites itself, from the new creatures, from the new mobs, from the new bosses. As you guys can see, we already have shown a lot offering different new things on the visual aspect. And for sure, there are a lot more that we haven't showed you guys what we have made. But the good part of see the the game art doing the developing the arts is when you open the game after those changes has been applied, and it brings a lot of difference because it's since the Kakao is a MMORPG, it starts from the even from the start menu game, from the every aspect that you guys can imagine. And we as developers from the Kakao want to bring the sensation of immersion on since when you open the game. So, like Nat said, shout out for Muttley, for Nato itself, for Doctor, who are doing an awesome job on these aspects, always improving their skills, improving their quality of their work. So, like you guys have saw from the first one background for the background that we are going to bring on Soterra is really different. We won't show you guys the animated version because we want to you guys have the experience itself by watching from the first time. It's quite nice to see. So as you guys can see, it's even more detailed with more colored, more based on references. So we expect you guys enjoy a lot. Now, while we are on the subjects of the Kakele's network, let's take a moment to enjoy it. And as well, all the news you always see, one thing that always comes within the expansion is about the cards. Currently, as you guys know, there are more than 50 cards in Kakao. However, in this expansion, we are doing a little differently. While you will be able to pick up all the cards when you are on the Kakao. So these new cards we will have their own artwork, but not all in the moment because it takes a lot of time to develop them. We have decided to implement all the creature cards as item, but you guys will not decide that some of them doesn't have their own artwork. But rather the base art, but rather a base art of our Capibaranina. And to give you more about, give more detail about it, it's quite simple. While we are working on the artwork and bringing it to you on each expansion, all the cards that doesn't have their own art will have this art from the Nina. We are doing this so in that in the near future, we can bring you our long-awaited card game. This way, you guys will both be able to collect a lot of new cards, and also we can speed up our development process on the system. So that you can guys can have more possibilities, more contents, more different drops to go on it. But for sure, for this will be good for those who like to collect them. We know that have some players that have almost all cards in Kakel. It's impressive since they are a rare quality and it's not so easy to find them because some come from bosses, other come from different creatures, and it's really impressive that those players have those cards in hands. So expecting the next update, a lot of new different stuff to collect, to hunt, to chase down on their drops, and have the possibility to have a complete deck until we launch our battle system on the cards. We know that this is a long-term process since it demands a lot of work, but since from the beginning until now, we have made a lot of progress. We already have a basic idea for the card game itself. But for sure, this in this way in which those new cards will going to arriving in Kakao, you will have the chance to collect them, to make them, like putting on your album, and for sure in the future be using them on different systems. All right. Nato, I think one of the next topic you have talked, have made, right?
Yes, we are currently working on. And like now, let's talk about this new feature that it's going to come on this new expansion. And as you know, every good MMORPG always has its bustling cities, whether by players or the NPCs. And in order to bring a little more of this aspect of life, in this next expansion, you will notice that the cities of Kakel will be much complete, because now the cities will have new NPCs and not just common NPCs. These NPCs won't be the ones that we have known today, and in which they have an objective or interact with the player, but they will be NPCs that will bring Kakel to life, because now we will have a wide variety of NPCs just living their lives. In other words, you will now be able to see NPCs practically having a life of their own. So get ready to see NPCs chopping wood, fishing, singing, looking to the stars, and much more. Although it's something different, we know the importance of immersion that this helps us bring. When it comes to an MMORPG, it's vital that we have this kind of content, because not only does it help the game aesthetically, it also helps with the immersion. And with this, we hope you have a good time watching what the NPCs is going to do, theorizing where they come from, what they are doing, and much, much more.
Yeah. All right, guys. Now you guys will see the cities of the Kakel having more life. We know that it's quite important to us the aspect of the RPG to bring this environment and sensation of feeling living city. And now in Kakel, you guys will find new types of NPCs. Some of those are that NPCs that we already had, having some different actions, different doing things on Kakel, and not only just standing waiting for interactive with you all. So, and for sure, we expect to add even more as the next expansions comes, with more details, different things, different aspects, not only what we are going to bring for now. So this is just a beginning. Guys, going ahead for our next topic is regarding about our resellers. Now that we have talked about our new NPCs, one thing I like to discuss with you all is our resellers. Our resellers are here to make life easier for Kakao players. Through them, you guys can buy Kakao coins quickly and conveniently at a lower price, and the coins that they sell are fully tradable among the other players. Our resellers are Mage TV, GNXD, and Moedas. Unfortunately, they mainly serve the South American market, but for example, I think Mage TV accepts PayPal, which provides an option for those who live in other regions. But for those who live in Europe, North America, and Asia, we have our online store. There, you can buy directly on our website, where through our partner Xsola, using the same email registered in Kakel at the time of your purchase. In addition to the guarantee of receiving your coins, you have many more payment options available worldwide. So, if you want to customize your character, buy that beautiful outfit or that piece of item, or get a new pet that's going on or coming soon on the expansion, be sure to check out our website and prices. We are always it's always good to remember that by buying through Kakao coins through this means Kakao offers will ensure a secure and risk-free purchase, and in addition to being very practical and fast. And if you have any suggestions, any questions, or want to know more, you guys can feel free to contact us, ask about how you guys can do it. That will always assist us. Okay, Nato, do you want to talk about one thing I like the most? Add-ons.
Adams, and here we go. Now on to a subject you like a lot. You know that with new expansion, with each new expansion, in addition to everything that normally comes, there are always new add-ons. And these add-on systems, which you've asked for a lot in the past, is now a reality. We'll be getting a little upgrade, and which is the trading system. Who among you has ever imagined themselves wearing the add-ons from the Elora set, or perhaps the Krakelin set? And that's right, from this next expansion, and for the next ones too, we'll be introducing this system, which aims to turn your equipment into add-ons. This was a big request from the community. We have always dreamed of seeing their characters dressed as they are equipped. uh, this is going to be now a reality. And of course, because it's still early days for this new system, we won't have many new items available at first. But as the expansions go by, you will notice that we will have more and more options when it comes to customizing your character. One of the great examples we have is the Patron's Gold outfit, which uses the chromatic gold dragon set. Although it's exclusive to them, you can get a sense of what the future of Kakao will be like with regard to add-ons. Now imagine yourself dressed as a Kajin or perhaps a Paladin. There will be so many options in the future. That's because we haven't yet mentioned that there will be new traditional add-ons, like the ones we always bring in, and in addition, we're also bringing new weapon add-ons in response to requests from the community. Both the initial weapons will be improved in their basic appearance, but there will be also the possibility for you to use the new weapons as add-ons. So, if you like to customize your character, like to have an exclusive feature, be sure to check out all of the new features that are coming soon. And
Yeah,
exclusively from me, I am very excited to see the players with the all the armor, the helmets, the bows, the swords. It's going to be very fun.
yeah, all the gear that they wear. It's really nice because it's amazing how how you can see the variety of combinations that the players are going to use on the system. Since we before that was only possible to change the entire outfit, and now it's you guys have the possibility to change from add-ons by selecting the pieces that you guys want. And for sure, this always will be receiving some upgrades since it's going to be a little bit more, not so much, but a little bit more easier to bring new types of content regarding of the customization of the characters. Like Nato said, I can imagine players walking around with an entire Elora set, or maybe I don't know, like a Jin, or there are so many different aspects that we see on our equipments, on the items that we have in Kakel. And for sure, we are going to start slowly, but as the every expansion comes, we intend to bring always more types of sets, types of different weapons, in which was I think this was one of the most requested thing by the players from the last expansion. So we go ahead, check all the items that we are going to bring, all the items that you guys can trade for those add-ons, and share with us which set or which combination you guys want to see. And we're on Kakel. I think soon we will be have a plenty of different items that you guys will enjoy and have new types of possibility with every expansion.
Oh yes, of course. And now that we've talked about many subjects, there is one that I imagine you are very eager to see and get to know, and I am pretty sure that almost everyone here it's just here waiting for this topic. That is our new content, the next expansion, Soterra or Sotera. While I'm talking here, I hope to see that SM Doctor will be showing you some spoilers. But as you already know, this new content will be dealing with the theme of the desert. Now, can you imagine the dangers that Soterra holds? Its secrets, its sands. One thing I can say with great peace of mind is that this update will take players much longer to complete all this content. Uh, I hope to see you guys in, I don't know, 2025 solving problems of this content. I am being very serious here. We worked so hard to make so many things to you, so you can solve problems, solve puzzles. So it's going to take a while. And of course, having listened to the community, we decided to bring various types of contents to Sotera. So if you just want to hunt, level up, farm, and solve mysteries, Soterra will be providing many of these adventures for you. All of the game styles, being a lone player, being a guild player, Soterra will receive you very welcome. And of course, guys, remember that this content will cover practically all level ranges, so it doesn't matter if you are lower or higher level, you will have some places to go, you will have quests to solve, and among many other things. And now, another thing that's coming that you have may notice in the spoilers we're showing you, it's the clock. This personal clock is coming to make it easier for us to see the time on Kakao. But not the real world, the world of Kakao. As you know, Kakao has a day cycle system in which it dawns and dusks, it's day and night. This means that some quests even use these times to be completed. And although many of you know how it works, we decided to make this improvement to make it easier for you to find your way around. And we know that many players play with the visual effects turned off, leaving it impossible to tell whether it's day or night in Kakao that way. However, now with this new clock icon, which will be the next, it's going to be very next to the minimap. It will make this process much easier. And speaking of me, I am very, very proud to see the clock because I made, and it's very fun. I hope to see all your feedback on not only the graphic but the way you're going to use it.
Yeah, I have saw Nato creating the clock, and one thing that we it's really old on Kakao. It's regarding the time, since we have a day cycle around the Kakao with night and day, and this is one feature that we haven't applied some type of upgrades or some major like improvements. And in this way, even if you guys doesn't use like the ambient effects to see on Kakao, you guys can check by the clock. Isn't like not said, isn't the real world clock, all right? It's the clock on from Kakao. So we expect this will help you out on solving some quests that use the time regarding the day and night. We know there's some places that only opens up with a specific time, and one thing that always a little bit complicated to set up, I think, on the Kakao is the time, and we are going to bring this new feature. All right.
I want to remark two things that are very important for the people to know. And one is that the image you just saw of Soterra's map is updated. We have improved certain areas, and we are still to improve some other areas. So expect a really big map. You know, uh, the same size but more developed in terms of details and paths and in corridors. So it'll be much more appealing for the player. As of now, we have improved a lot of the map. And the second thing that I wanted to say is that the clock feature or the day-night feature reflecting the clock uh, was a suggestion made in the forum of Discord. So, we had those suggestions way back in the day. I mean, like a year ago. We have now implemented it, and we heard, the suggestions that you guys did. And, it is so guys know that we always read and pay attention to what you guys suggest. So, you know, it is another call for you guys to,
Yeah.
suggest things in the forum.
Yeah, you guys can see the importance of one regarding the some suggestions and feedbacks because is it because we doesn't want make it but honestly, most of the time is regarding because we are lacking of time, because we are still have many priorities on which we need to implement in the game, and sometimes some features, minor features, is put aside because it needs to take time, and we doesn't want to make like something bad made, but we care a lot about every kind of aspect, from even for the sprite, from the appearance of the like the clock, or the intention of it. So this is one of the suggestions that you guys have made to us, and we have been able to bring on Kakel. So this is just one of more reasons that you guys have doesn't need to be have fear or doesn't be like I don't know timid from commenting on the forum, suggesting your ideas because even older ideas is still valid. So using as proposed for the properly Kakel's intent. So it's always important to you guys give this feedback and we can share out some new perspectives. All right, guys. Now to a topic in which the players and we in the team have debated a lot about. It was about repeating the task missions while being free account. Guys, these tasks has used to be free. However, in the last expansion, they became available only to characters of level 100 plus with a premium account, where you guys can could repeat those tasks and thinking about it, analyzing in a way that it would be good for the players and as well for the cacao. And although I can't give too many details for now, with one small thing, what I can say is it will be possible to do these tasks as a free account, but one important detail. For those who are free account, it will be necessary to see an advertisement in which you guys will accumulate some points and exchange these points so that you can repeat those tasks. Remembering those who are premium account will be able to repeat their tasks normally without necessity of watching some ads. But if you are a free account and want to repeat this task, you will have to watch those ads. I think it's a good point since it can help the cacao itself and also makes the task available once again. For sure, there is more, a little bit more of details that we want to bring on like the expansion notes, but I think it is a good change because we know some free account players miss this possibility to make those tasks to level up a little. Sometimes they doesn't have how to properly pay for a premium account or doesn't have the proper way to farm them inside Kakao. But we also must remember that since Kakao is a company, we need to have both sides working. And after thinking a lot about this, we have made this change, and we expect that you guys enjoy, feel more comfortable. We for sure still maintaining the importance of the premium accounts since they help us a lot on developing the Kakao. but was one the topic that the community has talked a lot, and we think it, rethink it, and think it in impossible ways, and this is one that we have bring it on the next expansion. All right, but not for the last topic,
Let's
Nato.
go. The last but not least.
Yeah.
And now, guys, to finish this podcast, it's nothing better than showing a bit more spoilers. So please, Doctor, as always with each expansion, we're always bringing in new types of creatures, bosses, and NPCs, and this time it couldn't be any different. So, guys, let me know what do you think. Can you imagine which one is a boss or a mob? I want to see what you guys think about, so leave your opinions in the comments or in the community too on our social medias. So give us your feedback, your ideas, your first impressions on these new mobs, these new bosses, and NPCs. It was very fun to work on them, keeping in mind that we have been inspired so much about by the desert mythologies, especially from Egypt. But we are not restrained on this mythology. Of course, we picked a little bit of this mythology here and there, but it's all Soterra entirely is inspired by desert themes. So keep in mind this idea, and I hope to see what you guys think about.
Yeah, I think Usoterra, if every expansion I can say it's quite unique since we have been seeing totally different types of creatures when it comes on the main new content. Like the desert team was one of the cacao that we haven't yet takes some real utilities for it. And like you guys said, we already have so many different types of content. Like I think the more remarkable was the underwater content, in which players I never expected to be around the deep depths of the sea. So it's really nice to see. And also for the Soterra new creatures, there are a lot of the types of different creatures, different types of items. Do not
I
forget the
really like
items.
the flying ones. The flying ones are my favorite.
Yeah, the flying ones is really different. Although we have different aesthetic around those creatures with the pyramids, the tombs that we usually have to have on the deserts, on the those types of mythologies. And like Nato said, we are not only based on the Egypt mythology, but as well for many other histories. Soterra has his own history by self. Marcela has put a lot of hard work on it and worked a lot on the history around the Soterra's content. It's something different that you guys expect, and since our goal is always to bring something new. And as well, there's aside the main contents, the main contest, expect a lot of new types of places to go, things to solve. We have all how can I say, all types of things for every aspect of the player. So if you like to level up, you will be liked here. If you like to do some farm, you enjoy here. If you like to understand mysteries and understand more about the history or from the lore itself behind, you guys will have the possibility. And it won't be a content that you guys will be able to simply solve it on fast mode. In this. So we are really hyped to see what you guys think on trying the new challenges, the new difficulties, the new quests, the new content that is coming on the next update. But that's it, guys. For now, we will be starting to finish our podcast. Once again, I would like to say thanks to everyone to be here with us. We have some people on the Purple platform and also on YouTube. Thank you both guys. You guys are amazing following us until the end of the podcast. Once again, we invite you all on joining us on the next podcast that is going to talk about many new changes more directly on the next expansion. And also, I will pass the words for my companions that we are here with me. Nato, say bye.
Thank you guys for staying around this time. I am really happy to see all the results we have achieved on this update. Keep in mind that we don't just work with graphics. We work with so many things that you guys don't even you can't even imagine how much stuff that we work. And of course, always working together to bring you guys the best experience you can have. So please leave a like on the platforms that we are streaming, follow us on our social medias, and especially join us on the Discord server where you can have a direct contact with us. Share the game to your friends, your parents, your parrots, your dogs, and I hope to see you all on the next podcast. Thank you very much. Thank you, Zion, Doctor, and Nano, and of course Nina. We can't forget her.
Boss Nina.
See you in the next, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Nano.
So yeah, guys, thank you for staying up until the end of the podcast. It shows off how much you guys, like the game and enjoy the game. Uh, I would also like to mention that you guys should follow our social media platforms, uh, and especially our Facebook group, which is a huge important to know what's coming, because I tend to uh, post videos or images inside the game of the content as a spoiler. So this kind of material content that I post isn't exclusive. Uh, it is exclusive for that special platform. So make sure to enter that group, to interact with the people in there, to leave a like, to show that you guys enjoy the our passion for the game, right? And also you can give feedback about what is coming, what is being posted, and we also like to read those comments and make sure that it's heard and fixed as soon as possible. And also thank you, everyone, for staying up until the end again, and see you in the next podcast. I think it is the next podcast. I think it is the Spanish one, which it'll be this month. I think the 20th. So make sure to tune that podcast. I will try to show more spoilers. Uh, it'll be the same spoilers, but in different dynamics.
Perspectives.
Yeah, perspectives, images and videos and such and things like that. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
That's it. Doctor.
Bye.
So once again, thank you all for watching us, following us even from the beginning, and see you all in the next podcast. The expansion is coming.
Expansion is
Bye
coming.
bye.
Bye bye.